Not too shabby. Yeah. Oh, it ain't that bad.
But it's probably for that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It ain't worth gold, that's for sure. I mean, but it's a good rear end. Got new clutches and everything. Is it Dana or? It's just a regular corporate 10-volt. But it's a good. Back pop on. What it does. No, Skip, that's the cam. That's the duration.
Idling better. Of course, we got this one over here. Tap that throttle for me. Easy. Still cold. Got the mufflers on, got rid of the glass pack. Alright, just let it idle. Just let it idle.
I think the primary car's going in. Yep, we're trying to win one all day. We got the first one today out there. There we go. There we go. Oh, he's ready. He's ready to go. We got the stuff going down. There we go. Here we go. Oh, Jeffrey's going to give him a run. Yeah!
Daddy joke, right? Yep.
All right, here we go. Schaefer Racing. Is this father and son?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. I think the old man took it easy on him.
He does.
Fuel mileage is just getting better, and the smoking is basically gone away. I think when I get there and get it all cool,
Got a little trash in it.
these two plugs
It's to be expected.
see if I got the same results as we did last time we looked at them. So anyway, I'm going to button all this back up.
So I'll come back and wet sand the clear down. What's up? Schaefer Racing. I'm going to start off by saying I do not own any rights to the music playing. Just throwing that out there. Took advantage of this very nice day. Got some more work done on the Camaro. Got her way out over there. Got the fenders and the hood out here, out in the sun. Very shiny. There's some, of course, some dust bunnies and whatnot that got in it. I did spray it inside, brought it outside. I don't know how good you can see that. Not too bad. What's up, everybody? Schaefer Racing. Make a little video for everybody that keeps asking me, if I'm gonna ever finish my car. Well, for those of you that know, this is a lot of fun right here. Yeah, wet sand. Yes, I wet sand. A little soap, water. Basically knocking down all the orange peel. It's very tedious. A lot of people don't want to do it, but it's got to be done. Still got those over there to do. It's basically, you just squeegee's going to be your best friend. Better I get this now, better it's going to come out when I hit it with the cutting compound and blah blah blah, all the other stuff. But yeah, one day it'll be done. We still got Little Sleeping Beauty over here. You know, one day it'll be in. Takes a lot of time and money, you know, especially when you're trying to provide for the family. Slowly getting there. They're never really done. You know, this is, yeah, don't get me started on that. This is, I won't get into names. You guys already know. But, yeah, I had to sand my paint. Just, you know, just my money. Just sand it off. You know, get down to the pitting that should have been taken care of before the paint was put on. And then also, oh yeah. It's not really going to color match. I know I'm colorblind and all, but white primer underneath, black gel coat from the new piece. They're not going to fucking match. You know, just more wasted money, time. And, you know, I got to get more paint. I got to get more clear. But I'm still plucking away at it. Slowly. Crazy how you can take that and then do some cutting compound, you know, do some buffing and make it shiny again. Now that's before wet sand. I mean, some of that's overspray, but I mean, it's not horrible. But you can see the orange peel in it. It's not what I'm going for. Still got a long ways to go, but I'm not giving up. I am getting there. Keep following, more videos to come. Appreciate it. You guys have a good night. What's up, everybody? You know, Schaefer Racing. So it's slowly turning into a pretty big project, but I got a couple going at once. Shocker. I'll come back to that one. Sorry about the wind, but the old van out here. Still working on that. I did do some research. I found a shorter belt that's going to be in around 4 or 5 o'clock. Hopefully I can get this one buttoned up. Changed on the oil. You know, of course it was 9 million miles overdue, so that was perfect. Yeah. We got the old Camaro up in the air. Working on replacing the leaf springs. I had to drop the tank. The new leaf springs over there. Still working on the passenger side. Got the Caltrack bar off. Still have to take this whole bracket set up off, press out the solid bushing that's inside of there. You know, as you look at there's the old Hotchkiss. But yeah, it's slowly turning into a bigger project. Ouch. I whacked my damn head. So I still got this side to go. Tank's out. Of course, I replaced the tank a couple years ago. Sorry about the shaky camera. So here's where I'm at now. I had to drop the tank, give myself some room, you know, and get rid of these spiders in here. Yeah, that's my field line. We're gonna getting these out. I was just gonna, you know, bzz, with the old sawzall, but yep, that's still at my buddies. So I got the you know, next best thing, the old Milwaukee. I'm gonna put that on there. I had to drain that, but yeah, slowly getting there. Gonna get rid of these old, worn out 1978 leaf springs. You know, this one over here kind of retired on me. She started sagging, but here's the new leaf springs. Figured I'd make a short little video. Come back when I got a little more progress. Some weight reduction, and this is where a lot of people would get scared.
There's like 38-39% weather stripping in here, which is really nice. That window outlays the other windows. She's got a little waste.
It's my patch panel I gotta do.
This 9-inch exhaust feeds up
Come through, clean all this up, put a new piece in there. One little section right there.
At least there's not snow.
And then little guy over here. A little rust, surface rust to deal with there, but
Let's get gas.
what's up? It's like part 15, something like that. This is where I'm gonna end it for the day. I had my fun, put in some hours on it after work. Did clean this up, treat the underneath. This will be spot welded and welded around. It'll be stronger than it was. The new piece is all burned in for the most part. It's coming along. I finished mocking that up. Make sure, you know, drill out the holes. But that's going to be it for passenger side rear trunk. Did open a little of Pandora's box with all that. But that'll be another day. Did wind up having to take out bracing. Like I said, they always look small. It is solid underneath. This is the gas tank strap bracket, whatever you want to call it. That's still solid. So I'm going to replace this, but found a hole there, that one, and then right up there. The only way to get to that is by deleting the backing for the seat. Well, you can see it. Oh. Now, most of that brown is just primer from the factory, surface rust. Right up there, where the trunk pan overlaps the floor pan, is rusted. So that's also going to be cut out. You know, we're going to get rid of all that now. But that's gonna be it for me tonight. Getting a little snow out there. Can't see it, obviously, because of the flash. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. Y'all have a great night. I'm gonna drink a beer and go inside and watch the TV. Thanks for watching. What's up, everybody? Schaefer Racing. Still working on this 1978 Z28 Camaro trunk repair. From what it was to where it's at now. I'm gonna come through and butyl caulk the seams and everything again, but yeah, it's in its raw form. But there it is. The ones hanging are still for the clutch, brake, and the switches under there. Still gotta do the back half, but ordered the piece for this. It actually mounts here, and it gives it the right angle for the slave cylinder, clutch master cylinder. Been working on the header over there, and yeah, I'm gonna wind up having to move the motor back. So the issue with that is the bolt. So, I mean, I got the room to move it back. And go back about a finger's width. But here on the alternator, I got a little bit of room. So I can take the alternator off, turn the bolt around, face it that way, and that'll give me a little bit more room. Either way, I still should be able to move the motor back just enough. I'm gonna have to. I'm still hitting here and here, and I've already, had a little fun with the header over there. So I'm having the same issue over here. So I'm gonna get the jack under it and shove the motor back as far as I can. Bunch of grounds and stuff on here. I might actually wind up. I mean, they're so close too. Here. We got another ground here. 2 more here. I may actually wind up tying those together in the harness. And then, grounding them off somewhere. But probably gonna wind up calling it a night. That's where I'm at now. Got a little background noise going. Usually I got music, but I don't want to get sued, so yeah. I gotta get the inner fenders back in so I can mount up most of this fuse panel. Basically, I just gotta run the power to it. Most of this stuff here in the front is just headlights, fog lights, marker lights. This one I'm not going to use. This was actually for the ABS for the other car. More headlights, fog lights. So yeah, it goes through there. That's just kind of sitting there for now. I gotta get the inner fender in and whatnot. Obviously master cylinder, a bunch of stuff. And then to add to it, I wound up breaking this damn thing for the map sensor in the back. So I'm gonna have to get another one of them. But yeah, keeps me busy. I'm gonna come through and redo the floor, but get the dash back in. It does have the cluster out of the other car and the radio. I mean, I'm pretty close to, let's see, a handful of grounds. Obviously a battery. I mean, it wouldn't start, but finished wiring, hooking up the grounds, get the power to the fuse panel. And yeah, I should be pretty close to at least cranking the motor. Make sure the cluster still works. I may have to still adjust the harness. I got it pretty tight up in there. So I may have to snip a couple zip ties, undo a couple hangers, so I can move the cluster forward, and I might have to put the radio down lower. I don't know, we'll see. Test fit the dash back in there, amongst the pile of parts over there. But yeah, start to get a sleeve cylinder, 306 speed. Lots of stuff still. But it keeps me busy. Yeah, I'm gonna have me a wobble pop, and y'all have a great night. Thanks. It's the little things in life. Fuel line, no exhaust. There's no transmission in it, no fluids, oil obviously. Just want to see if it'll crank. Got starter in it. It's wired up. Oh, got fuel pump. Got gauges. That's awesome. What's up? As you hear, got her going. No, I just got it mocked up for now, but that was the quickest, cheapest way. So that's the Firebird tank. I got the harness routed from inside the car down to the pump to turn it on. Lines are hooked up. I already did route the steel line out of it into the Camaro before. So basically it was a plug and play. Sweet. Very exciting. Out of a 98 Firebird formula. I do have the cluster in there for now. Steering column. Fuse panel, the whole harness, basically. Oh, we even got a light up there. So, let's see what this key does. Haha, got a fuel pump. Man, it's a good thing that tank's empty. Sweet. What's up, everybody? Got these kind of fabbed up again. The radiator mounts. Got this mounted. Of course, I stuck it on before I finished tightening, you know, the pain in the ass to get the two nuts. But I completely redid that lower section. All from what I had earlier anyway. Yeah, I think that just looks way better. Now I just gotta get back to, you know, the clutch stop there. But, yeah, quick little update on that one. There we have it. Clearance for the header. Doesn't look the best right now, but and yeah, I could have clipped that, took the wrap off. Would have been the smart thing, but yeah, I didn't do that. Got the ICT bracket on. Relocated the alternator. Still need power steering. Cut that out with the, you know, the metal hand cutters. Hand cutters, yeah. The shears. Plenty of clearance around the turbo now. Still got to figure out which way I want to clock this. I don't have any of the piping or nothing, but I'm hoping, you know, I can shoot them both down that way, but we'll see. Hey, thanks for following along. What's up, everybody? Joey the Schaefer Customs over here, back on a 78. Kind of just tinkering, you know. Sunday morning. Pretty nice out. Sun's kind of glaring through. I don't know how good you can see me over there, but so drink down. So basically, I got the ICT bracket mounted the other day off camera. My bad. I had to move the alternator from the lower part up here. Right now I'm gonna pluck the headers off for the turbo setup. I had them just mounted, mocked up. Want to make sure everything fits. See where, you know, I gotta route the lines and whatnot. Well, it's hitting steering, so I'm gonna first off I'm gonna pluck that off. You know, take the hammer to that. I want to drop in the alternator, make sure that that fits. Then I'm going to address the hydraulic clutch slave cylinder and everything in the bracket over here. I have to remove the header, or the turbo off of that side, trim the inner fender some more. You know, just tinkering with some little stuff. I'll put this back on for the, you know, the quick connect that never comes off, for the slave cylinder and the clutch and all that. Just a bunch of tinkering. I gotta get this stuff buttoned up before I can put my brakes back on, so I can rebleed the whole system. Yeah. Just pop this off. What a nice day out. Oh, Chevelle. If you don't know, that's my doggy. Chevelle. Oh, buddy. He likes to come out. Hang out, watch the squirrels. Squirrels? So yeah, you know, just bored on a Sunday out here tinkering. I still got so much to buy. I just really can't get anything until after Christmas. Most people know how that goes. You know, I need fittings for my oil feed. I either got to go with a timing cover change or drop the pan. Have a fitting welded on there so I can drain my oil back in. I got a little twist style Summit boost controller. I need vacuum lines. I don't have any of the intercooler piping yet. Yeah. But it's a project. I got nothing but time. You know, figure I'll bring you guys along. This is my first turbo setup, turbo build, turbo, you know, car. Obviously, I'm not doing everything the right way. I'm doing it the way I can afford for now, and then I'll make stuff better later. You know how that goes. 5.3, stock head gaskets, stock bolts. You know, I'm only looking to throw like 6 pounds at it. I'm not trying to full-blown race the motor. Obviously, I need bigger injectors and a bunch of other stuff. Got another one sitting over here too, but that one might wind up in the 57, honestly. You have to follow along, you know, subscribe. I got a 57 Chevy 4-door. Was a father-son project. So I'd pluck away at that too. If you've been following along, you know. Unfortunately, I put the other motor in that. It fired up and rod knocked immediately. Really sucks. What are you gonna do? So I don't really have everything to throw that in there, so I'm not gonna do that right now. I got this going, you know. Well, taking up the main shop. Got some tinkering to do with the boys' cutlass still. What are y'all working on? Just let me know down in the comments. You know, try to make better videos and stuff for you. Like I said, I do it all off my phone, so. Well, apparently that goes out the bottom. It's like getting up and down to get you. Now, it really sucks because got this kid off a buddy. He did a really good wrap job, so sucks that, you know, it was hitting right here just enough. So I'm gonna hammer it down. Try not to take the wrap off. Kind of like it. Shop's a mess right now. Really sucks because it was a nice wrap. Like I said, I'm still going to take this off, cut the inner fender, get it all wrapped up pretty nicely though. Knock it down just a little bit. Make sure that's good fiberglass to breathe in. Liquid down through the top, probably not. Oh, it does. Maybe. Almost. Did I get lucky? Maybe. Oh, smash my finger. Yeah. It's always on the thumbnail too, especially when they're cold. Looks like we need some more, a little more love in the top area. Let me see if I can find a marker. Sucks is once I get it going, that wrap's gonna wind up failing, but look good for a little while. In and out, you guys know how it goes. I haven't broke a spark plug yet. Now that I say that, I'm gonna break them. Let's try that. A little bigger. Had to hammer it up here. Well, the benefit of doing this 15,000 times is I'll figure out how the header just drops in and comes back out. What you think? I think we might be good now. There we go. Then by the time you get it there, your hands already stop working, swollen out, you know. Oh. The rest of these in here, I'll snug it up and turn the wheel back and forth. Now with this ICT bracket, there's so many different ones, but this one, it moves the, like I said earlier, moves the alternator up here. I'm going to wind up having to get a, don't quote me on it, I think it's a 98 to 04 Corvette power steering pump. Goes down here in the front. And then convert that into the old gearbox. And you know, all the intercooler piping and all that for the turbo I still gotta get, or buy a kit and fab up or something. Not in a huge rush, but I'd like to have it out, you know, in the next couple of years. Takes time, patience, bunch of money. What do y'all think about the car, though? You know, been working on it, I don't know, 9 years now, I think. Made the mistake of tearing it down and doing body work and paint. Never finished that. Started something else. Pretty good at that. Starting a bunch of different things, and I just gotta learn to finish them. You know what's nice? I think I put that gasket. How's that even possible? I put the gasket on upside down. Those ones don't line up. That's weird. Can't make it up, man. Let me pull these back off. But yeah, what are y'all working on? I'd like to hear down in the comments, you know. Try to read everything. It's just 78 Z28 Camaro. Yeah, those holes I hit in them backwards. Originally it was a 4-speed. It's got a 6-speed in it now. I still got to finish the clutch conversion. Just gotta lift it high enough. What is going on? Did I grab the wrong gasket altogether? I seen it laying on the floor, so I grabbed that. I'm wondering if this was the other gasket off the other headers. No. Maybe I just... brain fart, maybe. There we go. There's one. I think I got it now. Maybe. I gotta hook that all up. Oh. Well, that's nice. So I just looked down and when I took that apart the last time, the line out, I punched out the little oil pan. Apparently I didn't put it back in there. That's gone forever. Guess we're not doing that today. I think we got lots of clearance now. Normally I got music going too. Snap this up. Of course, ratchet, you know, my electric ratchet's over there, but I'm gonna wrench it out today. It's pretty quiet out there today. Not a lot of traffic. Family's all hibernating inside. Well, at least you guys are with me, huh? Definitely not a professional, just your average Joe. You know, the best way to learn, hands-on, man. Just get in there and you know, build it, break it, repeat. Throw it in, test fit it. Take it back out. Smack your knuckles. You know, the ones that do this, they do it because they love it. Most of the time. I like working on my own stuff. I can do it at my own pace and You know, sometimes I like to just stare at it. Hope that it finishes itself, but you know, it don't. I don't put the wrench down, I'll lose that. All right, yeah. Oh yeah. And it's also not hitting the alternator's no longer hitting the pitman arm down there, because that's up high there. So we have full rotation again. Awesome. Cross one thing off. Just gotta keep plucking away at it. I'll find my drink. Not beer 30 yet. And find my alternator. This is the alternator out of the Firebird, obviously. Theoretically, it should just, I don't know if you can see me from this glare, should just drop in there. That goes up or that goes down. Oh, look at that. Just falls right in there. Comes with the bolts. Now what's nice about this kit, once I get the proper power steering, I should be able to use a stock serpentine belt. So that'd be cool. I don't have to have a chase down one every time. Sweet. Man, this bracket is really nice. ICT. I mean, there's so many different brackets out there. So far it went together pretty good. Came with all the spacers and everything, the bolts, the hardware, the pulley, the idler pulley down here. I'm not sure what these extra ones are for. I don't know if you know, let me know down in the comments. It's my first one. Sweet, look at that. Boom. Up out of the way, plenty of room. Power steering one should be down here. Nothing's in the room in the room. If I could talk, I'd tell you. In the way of the turbo. I'm not going to be able to do that because my meat-headed ass lost the pin. I think I would have shoved it back in there. Nope. Sweet. Well, 2 steps forward. Come over here and just walk this off. I got it just sitting on here. Just kind of mocked up a bunch of stuff, you know, just checking it out, see how it fits. Just a little Chinese turbo. I'm probably going to wind up having to move this harness again too. But yeah. Snips. Cut this inner fender some more. One thing I did learn on this, I don't know if you've been following along, you know it's a 98 Firebird formula drivetrain, harness, steering column, gauges, wire harness, body harness. When I first got it fired, I actually learned, bring it over here. I got the camera on backwards, but you can see this. Anyways, there's a ground wire that's on the passenger side. Well, you don't hook that back up. See, I had it over here with the headlights. I was like, I probably didn't need it. That ground actually controls this whole side. So if you ever have an issue with one side completely dead, more than likely it's probably going to be that ground, just so you know from my mistakes. Alright, see if I can cut this. Just got to make a little clearance. I got my belt on too. I got cut off wheels and everything, but I really just don't want to shoot sparks all over everything. Maybe I just like doing stuff the hard way. No, I can't do that. That would be stupid, right? Chunks off at the time. You know what the best part about building your own stuff? This is your shit, you know what I mean? You can do whatever you want to it. You can cut it up, you can blow it up, you let it do whatever you want to it. And it doesn't really matter, you know what I mean? Like this inner fender. Cut it up, no problem. This stuff, really, I mean, almost anybody can do it. You know, I'm not doing anything that nobody hasn't already done a million times. I'm just teaching myself as I go, and you know, figure out make some videos and get some pointers from you guys, and well, we can learn together. Definitely not the best way to do this. I know that. If it was for somebody else, I'd do it a little differently, but this is mine, so you know. It's like the shop car. Should probably throw something in that one. Cutting away. Paint and whatnot coming off that a lot. Going down in the motor. Man. Getting warm out. Maybe because I'm doing something. And I'll bring it down here and show you a little bit. And like I said, I got the camera facing towards me, so everything's backwards, but